unfortunately going to fall. What an interesting set of games for them. They've really got to start to make a comeback. If Jay Roses isn't up right now currently, they have to reevaluate again. They're landing at that Covert Cavern that's, again, so contested. They have to be careful. And there it is, Jay Roses going ball.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get a look into that fight here in just a second. But Zuko doing his best to end up being promoted to Fire Lord on that side. So we're going to swing on over to the other 203 fight here on this side. And what a great shot there from Boston to be able to push right on in and clean it up.
I'm a little insult to him as well. Hit him with the emo on top of that as we move over. We get to see Zuko and Hiko Obama, who have moved up into 7th place, and they've got that vote key card. They should be able to get all the loot, and I think this is what we wanted. Yep, that replay coming through of Jay Roses, and unfortunately going down. Oh, look at that tracking from Zuko was beautiful.
So you're looking at the tracking. I was looking at his movement. The way he crouched on the backside of the cone and then walked back up it while maintaining the right hand the whole time. He only ended up winning that trade by 2 extra Stinger SMG bullets there. So just doing the smallest of things to give himself the advantage. And of course, that big bump shot isn't going to help, but they're going to get access to that bolt. So we're going to get access to the fight over on the other side. And Benji and Monkey are going to get access to the lobby as they're set back to it. And they'll be joining all of you wherever you're watching. And thank you for tuning in. This is qualifier number 2 of the FNCS for Chapter 3, Season 1. My name's Sundown, joined by Clay Stelling, and whether you are watching on Twitch, YouTube, Legends Landing, watch.fortnight.com, over at your friend's house, however you're tuning in during one of the viewing parties, whatever it is, thanks for hanging with us. It's been some amazing Fortnite so far today, and we will see the last of our 8 teams who are automatically going to qualify for the finals and get to skip what is assuredly going to be a clown fiesta of a semifinals.
And I just want to say, Legends Landing, shout out to those people watching in particular because it's amazing. You know, we got to take a look at it, and it's so fun. And oh, look at Buzzo. Unfortunately, may be going down here, trying to get a little piece of that Volt action, but they're able to disengage and get out. But I don't think they're quite done. They found kind of trap. You have to go one way in. You've got that one way out. But usually most players don't end up taking it there. Buzzo will go back to the shield kick, heal back up. But Zuko and Ego Obama are definitely not the team you want to push inside the vault with how they've been playing their aggressive style. Buzzo is, without his team, he has to be very careful about that. But back to Legends Landing, it's so beautiful. There's so many awesome things you can do. The fact that you can box fight while also watching competitive Fortnite, so you can get better in multiple different ways, is just amazing.
Yeah, shout out to everyone who ended up working. I got to give a shout out to my boy Tekka, who put in a ton of work in that, as well as Immature Gamer and Enigma, some of the builders over on Catalyst who just did an amazing job. Everyone internally who made it turn out well, but right now we're going to swing on over to my prediction. They've been on a tough end of the stick recently, Career and Salty, and it looks like, unfortunately, the end of the stick is not getting any softer as they just get beat over the head with it once again. As Sunny, and I don't even remotely know how to pronounce it. Dusan Vlahovic. It's actually funny because Dusan was one of my goalie coaches when I played soccer back in the day, so I do know how to say that.
Oh, interesting. And I'm sure they're going to leave those 6 strike flashes there. But they better not. At least throw them down. At least the zone's here, so it's not that big that they leave them behind. But I mean, there were 6 strike flashes, and somebody's not full HP, so. Definitely think could have used it there, but we'll rotate out. We'll be able to get into zone. Back over to Covert Cavern here. Buzzo and Evol. They're really set on getting into the zone. They want some of that extra loot.
Yeah, they want to try and get in there and get a little bit of the leftovers. And I'm like, I knew that name ended up looking familiar. It's actually just a professional European footballer. So, Dusan, I am upset you are not wearing the Juventus outfit in this circumstance. Like, if you're going to commit to the cosplay, go all the way in, make it a part of your brand, be like the Cactus Man, and go all the way through as we're going to hop on board. So I'm just going to try and go all the way through and pick up some of just the scavenger part. That's the thing we've talked about in areas like this. We've seen it, whether it was Catty Corner, whether it was Stark Industry. when there is a POI with such high loot density, it doesn't matter when you pass through it, there's always something in there. Whether it's excess minis like that, or excess metal that you might need to farm, or just a couple of excess slurp barrels that you need to top off your shields. There's always something there. However, that generally means that other people are always kind of going to come by and just kind of poke their head in and see what's going on over here, guys.
And with